Now, as we were discussing, the opening of the helix starts with an enzyme that is called helicase enzyme. Now, this enzyme, suppose as we were talking about this linear, now where this enzyme is going to start its work. Now that is very important. So that also has to be remembered. So that is called the recognition of ORI site. Now what does this mean? That the point where the replication is going to start, that means the site of origin of replication. So it also means it is the site of origin of replication. So that is very important. So first is the site has to be recognized where this enzyme is going to act. The place where this is going to open up, this region is known as the ORI site, where the first enzyme, helicase enzyme, is going to act. And then comes the next enzyme, that is topoisomerase enzyme. Our next will be the DNA primer formation. That is, not DNA, RNA, that is a primer formation. So the third point here will be formation of primer. Now, formation of primer. Now, what is a primer? A primer is a RNA nucleotides 6 or 7. 6 to 7 RNA nucleotides. 6 to 7 RNA nucleotides are going to join. Now, why we are making a copy of the DNA? Then why RNA is going to come and join? This is very important. We have to try to understand this. Now, as I said, the DNA after reaction of these things has opened up and it has formed a replication fork. It is just like a Y-shaped replication fork. Now suppose this is the 3' and this is the 5'. So the opposite will have 5' and the 3'. I hope I don't have to explain to you what does these figures or these numbers mean. 3' means the hydroxyl group is free at this end, and at this end of the strand, that is in the complementary strand, the phosphate group is present. The hydroxyl group which is free is at the opposite end. Now, RNA nucleotide, a chain of very small, that is 6 to 7 nucleotides are going to come and join here. Which side? It is the 3' side. Now these are called the parent strand. Both the strands are going to make its own copy. So the new strand will be formed here. Clear? Now, the RNA primer, why RNA is going to come? Why not a small piece of DNA is going to come? Because we have to make a copy of DNA. Now RNA attachment with the DNA is much faster than a DNA attachment with a DNA. Now what happens, suppose this is a small primer which is coming and attaching here. So this is the 3'. What should be the polarity of the primer? The primer will have 5' on this side and 3' free on the other end, isn't it? Now suppose here it was A, T, G and C somewhat like this. So RNA's opposite of that came and it attached. So this is the formation of the primer or the attachment of the RNA primer. Okay. Now this RNA primer is going to attach with it the DNase. Now suppose here there is a new nitrogenous base, let's say it is C. So the nucleotide, as I go to the first step, if it is C, so from the cytoplasm, CTP is going to come and it is going to attach here. That means a pentose sugar, a phosphate group, 3 phosphate groups, and the nitrogenous base, which is opposite of C. What comes with C? It is G. So G, so what will happen? G, T, P. Guanine triphosphate is going to come, and with it the pentose sugar attached, which is a nucleotide, is going to come and attach here and will form a hydrogen bond here. Clear? Then coming to the next, and it is going to form a bond with this primer. Because of this primer, the hydroxyl end is free. So gradually what is going to happen? Next let's take this to be A. If this is A, another nucleotide, that means which has the nitrogenous base T, will come and it is going to settle here. So gradually what we are saying, one nucleotide base is coming and it is forming a bond, and this is gradually growing. Now here it is very important to remember one thing, that the parent strand was 3 to 5. The new strand that is being formed, new strand grows from 5 prime to its 3 prime direction. This is very important. Many a times this question has been asked. Which is the direction, or what is the direction in which the new strand develops? The new strand develops from 5 prime to its 3 prime direction. That means the new nucleotides are coming and it is joining in the 3 prime. Isn't it? Because the 3 prime is only having the hydroxyl group. Now what about this? The RNA primer should also join to the other end. So definitely it can come and join here, isn't it? Now, if this is here, so this should be the 3 prime. That is the 3 prime should be opposite. But how can something come and join to this side, another nucleotide? Because there is no nitrogenous base which is free at the 5 prime. There is no nitrogenous base beyond this black line. So what happens? Here RNA primer cannot join. So this is not what happens here. The RNA primer of the second strand is going to join somewhere here. If this is the 5 prime to 3 prime, there will be a 3 prime somewhere here. Somewhere here there is going to be a 3 prime. Since the fork has opened, at that 3 prime, the primer is going to come and attach. Is it clear? Now this primer, after being attached, will again carry forward the joining of the other nucleotides. So let me draw it in this way, and here also. Clear? Is this clear? So what did we see? Here the direction was from 5 to prime to 3 prime. Here also it is the same. If you see, this is 3 prime, so the primer has 5 end here and the 3 prime, and here also is the 3 prime. Clear? But the direction is opposite. Now as the fork keeps on opening, again the helicase enzyme is going to act here, is going to break down the hydrogen bonds. The topoisomerase is going to cut them, nick them, turn them and reseal them. So gradually what is going to happen? My replication fork is going to open even more wider. Okay.